Sometimes these guys were not available. They were on the road, stuff like that. But at least these sons had someone to look up to. And so often, in my case, I didn't really have even a father figure around. Is there something you can offer to that type of person?
Just from talking to these now adults, sons, there were some who not only had their fathers traveling for baseball, so they weren't around for that reason, but there were divorces and that sort of thing. And so they didn't have them around even during the off season very much. And it seems that those who did, they seem to gravitate toward other male figures, whether it be uncles or family friends or, that sort of thing. And so they sort of, to some extent, adapted. Now, it's not the same as having a dad around, obviously. They did adapt in the sense that they, for the most part, they were able to find some father figure types.
Right, right.
And then, of course, I understand we're talking about fathers here and not moms, but the moms kind of put on two hats, right? They did what moms do, and they also sort of filled the void when the dads weren't around, and they did everything else as well. So I think for the most part, these guys were pretty well adjusted as they got into adulthood between having other male role models at times and having their moms be available to them pretty much all the time as well.
Of course, I was raised by a wonderful single mom, and she did her best. And I've had one specific really great coach that sort of understood and got it and sort of was able to lend that support. So yeah, build that team out.
Just involvement with youth sports too for these kids can be really important. Not only do they have male figures of leadership in their coaches generally, but oftentimes it's other fathers. Also just participating with the camaraderie with other kids, other young boys and that sort of thing. So it's not only, I wouldn't say, not only a distraction of sorts, but it's almost like a second family in a certain sort of way, when you get close to your teammates and have that sort of bond.